If you are planning to go for an African safari, then carry certain basic medicines along with you to avoid any trouble during your trip. The nature of African safari is such that almost whole day you are inside the jungle. Even the camps are located inside the park boundary. That means you are always away from the nearest town or village by at least 100 to 150 kilometers. So due to this reason, it is very basic and very essential that you should have some medications with you which may help you during emergency or any health related issue. In this video, I am going to tell you about the routine medicines which every traveler must carry during African safari. This is apart from those routine medicines which you are taking, say for example for hypertension, for diabetes, for hypothyroidism or any other systemic conditions you are already having. If you are taking these routine medications, then always it is a better idea to carry a prescription along with it. You should carry slightly more amount of medications than what is required. That means if you are going for 7 days, then you should carry a medication for at least 15 days, because sometimes it may happen that you might have to overstay due to some reason. The first thing you must carry is a painkiller, because pain like headache, toothache, body ache is routine thing. So you must carry a simple and effective painkiller is paracetamol. I am carrying this crocin tablet. You can carry any brand, but a simple paracetamol, it will act as a very good analgesic. It is also antipyretic in nature. Antipyretic means it reduces the body temperature, that is, it is useful for the fever, and it is anti-inflammatory as well. Muscle sprain, or you might have some muscle ache. For that, you must carry a muscle relaxant. I am carrying this Flexon MR, which consists of ibuprofen, paracetamol, and chlorhexidine. Chlorhexidine is a muscle relaxant, and ibuprofen and paracetamol, they are anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and antipyretic drugs. So this will be used for severe pain as well as for relaxation of muscle. So the third medication you should carry is this tablet known as Evomin. Now this Evomin is anti-emetic drug. That means it is used for vomiting and nauseating situation. So if you are having a motion sickness, then you must carry this Evomin. The fourth medication I am carrying is this Allegra 120 milligram tablet. This is antihistaminic. Antihistaminic means anti-allergent. If you have insect bite, or if you are allergic to some pollen or some environmental changes, then you must carry this. You can have cetirizine or cetirizine also, which are also a very good antihistaminic drug apart from pheniramin maleate. But remember, all this antihistaminic drug or anti-allergic drug, they create some drowsiness. So do not drive a vehicle or anything after taking this medication. Number 5 is loperamide. This is also available in capsule as well as tablet form. This loperamide is used for diarrhea or dysentery. Along with that, you must take lactobacillus. So this is a capsule, Rinifol, which is lactobacillus, vitamin B complex, and zinc in it. So take these medications if you are having a diarrhea issue along with loperamide. Then you have to take antibiotic with you. I am taking 2 antibiotics. One is ofloxacin and ornidazole tablet, that is O2 or Oflex OZ, or some other brand names are there. And then I am carrying this Augmentin 625, which is basically amoxicillin and potassium chloride. Now these antibiotics will help you if you have some fever or any other type of infection. Remember that this ornidazole is a sulfa group of drugs. So if you have any allergy of sulfa related drugs, then avoid ornidazole. You can take plain ofloxacin or ampicillin. So next drug is very important drug, and that is aspirin or ecosporin. Now this ecosporin is to be crushed immediately if you have any pain in your chest, or if you feel that the person is going in an ischemic cardiac arrest. Along with it, you have sorbitrate. Now this sorbitrate is also to be taken in case if you suspect that you are getting a heart attack or there is some cardiac ischemic attack. This sorbitrate has to be kept sublingual, has to be taken sublingual. That means it has to be kept below your tongue. What it does is basically it is a vasodilator. It dilates the vessel, and so if you have any blockage, there is a chance that it may pass on. Then you have this eye drop. This is artificial tears. Brand general name is Refresh, or this is Eco Moist. This is for dry eye problem. In Africa during safari you might have dust. At the same time the ultraviolet radiation there is more. So sometimes your eyes are irritated. For that reason, you should carry these artificial tears. I have pantoprazole and this tablet known as Gelusil. So this is antacid. So if you have some acidity or other type of issues, then take that antacid with you. This is very important. This is vitamin C and zinc tablet. Start at least 10 to 15 days before your trip. 1000 milligram per day is the dose. That is 1 gram. Generally, each tablet is 500 milligrams. So you have to take 2 tablets. It's a chewable tablet. There is no need to gulp it with the water, and it's very tasty. So not only you start before 15 days, but throughout your trip you continue it, and even after coming for 2-3 days you can continue this same medication. It basically improves your immunity and acts as a resistance against cold and fever. Along with it you can carry some Vaseline, some ointments like soframycin. It is a general purpose cream. If you have any cut or any laceration or any bruises, then in that case this can be used. Then one more thing I am carrying is this handyplast. So if there is a minor cut, this can be used. And now a disclaimer. This video is prepared in a good faith. I am not expert in systemic diseases, but as a student of medicine, I can certainly say that if you carry these medications, then in most instances it will serve the purpose.